Hello, my dear friends. How are you all? I hope you all are good and fantastic. So, my dear friends, you are very welcome in our lecture number 5 of Introduction to Trigonometry. Okay, so my dear friends, this chapter is going to be very amazing because today we are discuss a lot of identities, a lot of formulas, which which is very amazing part of this chapter. Okay, so my dear friends, in my point of view, I love this lecture. Okay, I love these identities, so I hope you will also enjoy these lectures. And okay, so without wasting the time, let's start. Yes, so now my dear friends, today we are going to discuss trigonometric identities. What? Yes, trigonometric identities. So my dear friends, trigonometric identities is very amazing and interesting topics, and it is very important topic because these identities are help in solving the questions. Are help in what? In solving the questions. So okay, so now first of all, what are trigonometric identities? Okay, so my dear friends, trigonometric identities are useful whenever trigonometric functions are involved in an expression or an equation. Okay, so trigonometric identities are true for every value for variable occurring on both sides of the equation. Okay, so what is trigonometric identities? So the trigonometric identities are the equalities that involves trigonometric functions and hold true for all the values of the variables given in the equation. Okay, so there are various distinct trigonometric identities involving the side length as well as the angle of the triangle. Okay, so the trigonometric identities holds true only for all right angle triangle. It is hold true it is hold true only for the right angle triangle. Okay, my dear friend, so except right angle triangle, we cannot use these identities in other triangles. Either it may be equilateral triangle or isosceles triangle or scalene triangle. No, these identities are just only in the right angle, are just used only in the right angle triangle. So all the trigonometric identities are based on 6 trigonometric functions. Okay, so these trigonometric identities are based on 6 trigonometric function. What are these? So these are sine, we already discussed about these, cosine, tangent, cosecant, sec, and cotangent. So these are 6 trigonometric all these identities are based on these trigonometric functions. Okay, so they are main important functions, they are main important ratios. So all these trigonometric ratios are defined using the sides of the right triangle. Okay, such as adjacent sides, opposite sides, hypotenuse. Okay, so all these fundamental trigonometrical identities are derived from these 6 trigonometric ratios. So with the help of these trigonometric ratios, all the identities are derived. Okay, so my dear friends, I hope you understand these things. So let me clear one thing also, that sine, cosine and tangent, sine, cosine and tangent, these 3 ratios are called what? Are also called primary trigonometry functions. These are primary trigonometry function, and cosecant, sec and cotangent. These are secondary trigonometry functions. Okay, I hope you understand these things. So sine, cosine and tangent are primary trigonometric functions, and cosecant, sec and cotangent are secondary trigonometric functions. Okay, my dear friends, so trigonometric identities are based on all these 6 functions. Okay, so now let's move on. So now we are seeing the list of trigonometric identities. So there are various trigonometric identities in trigonometry which are used to solve many trigonometric problems. Okay, so using these trigonometric identities or formulas or complex trigonometric questions can be solved quickly. Okay, so now let's see. So first is reciprocal trigonometric identities. Okay, so this type of identities we already learned. Okay, so the identities are, so the reciprocal trigonometric identities are sine theta is equals to 1 upon cosec theta, or we can write it cosec theta is equals to 1 upon sine theta. Okay, we already know this about this. Now cos theta is equals to 1 upon sec theta, 1 upon sec theta, or sec theta is equals to 1 upon cos theta. Okay, now C part is tan theta is equals to 1 upon cot theta, or cot theta is equals to 1 upon tan theta. So these are reciprocal trigonometric identities. Okay, so now let's move on. So the second part is Pythagorean trigonometric identities. Pythagorean trigonometric identities. So there are 3 Pythagorean trigonometric identities in trigonometry that are based on the right triangle theorem or Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so the first part is sine square A is an angle, okay, don't be confused, plus cos square A is equals to 1. B part is, we can write theta also, okay, no need to be worried. 1 plus tan square A, this is very important identities, okay, so you have to be listen very carefully, is equals to sec square A. C part is cosec square A is equals to 1 plus tan or 1 plus cot square A. So my dear friends, these identities is very important. These identity is very important. Okay, so you can see these identities a lot of place, in the lot of place. Okay, now so next is ratio trigonometric identities. What is ratio trigonometric identities? Okay, yes, so the part A is, we know that tan theta is equals to sine theta upon cos theta. Okay, and this is also, we know that cot theta is equals to cos theta divided by sin theta. Okay, they are ratio trigonometric identities. Move on. Yes, trigonometric identities of opposite angles. So the list of opposite angle trigonometric identities are, yes, first is sine minus theta. Okay, so the value of sine minus theta is minus sine theta. Okay, let's suppose we have sine minus 90 degree, but we don't know the value of sine minus 90 degree. So we can do this, we can take minus outside and it will become sine 90 degree. Now we know the value of sine 90 degree, of course. So this will become minus 1. Okay, I hope you understand this. Yes, so the B part is cos minus theta. So now in this case, this will become cos theta simple. This negative sign is removed. Okay, yes. Now see tan minus theta. Now in this case also minus a tan theta. So minus is come outside. Now cot minus theta, same in this case, it will become minus cot theta. And sec minus theta, so similarly like cos theta, it will become sec theta. It will consume the negative sign. Okay, now cosec minus theta, so it will become minus cosec theta. Okay, so they are trigonometric identities of opposite angle, Okay, so now let's move on. Yes, trigonometric identities of complementary angle. In previous lecture you already learnt about this. Okay, so this is what, yeah, so in geometry you already know two angles are complementary angles if their sum is equals to 90 degree. Okay, similarly we can see that we can see here that trigonometric identities of complementary angles like sine 90 minus theta, we know that it is cos theta. Okay, cos 90 minus theta, this is sin theta. C part is tan 90 minus theta, this is cot theta. Cot 90 minus theta, this is tan theta. Okay, sec 90 minus theta, this will be cosec 90 minus theta. Okay, and cosec 90 minus theta, this will become sec theta. Okay, so my dear friends, you already know about these identities. So the next trigonometric identities is trigonometric identities of supplementary angle. What is supplementary angle? So the supplementary angles are the set of two angles, if the sum of these two angles is 180 degree, then we can say that angle X and angle Y are supplementary angles. Okay, so if the sum of these two angles are 90 degree, then we can say that these angles are supplementary angles. Okay, so now similarly we can see here we are going to write the identities related to supplementary angles. Now first part is sine 180 minus theta. Sine 180 minus theta. So it will become, now in this case there is no change in the function, so this is same as sine theta. Okay. Now B part is cos 90 minus theta is, oh sorry, here is 180 minus theta, so this is minus cos theta. This is what? This is minus cos theta. Now C is cosec 180 minus theta, so this is same as cosec theta. Now part D is sec 180 minus theta, which is equals to minus sec theta. Okay. Now tan 180 minus theta, which is equals to minus tan theta, and cot 180 minus theta, which is equals to minus cot theta. Okay, so they are the trigonometric identities of supplementary angle. Okay, so the concept behind this you will learn in the next classes. Okay, so here you are just only see the identities, just only learn the identities. So the concept behind these identities you will learn in the next class. Okay, yes, trigonometric identities proofs. Okay, so an equation that involves trigonometric ratios of an angle represent a trigonometric identities. Okay, so all identities covers the fundamental trigonometric identities and their proofs. Okay, so let us consider a right triangle. Let us consider a right triangle. Let the right angled triangle, let the right angle triangle ABC, okay, right angle at B, like this. Okay, so this is A, this is B, and this is C, and we know that this is hypotenuse. If we are taking A, angle A as this, and this is our base B, and this is our perpendicular P. Okay, now we know that H square is equals to P square plus B square. This is what? This is Pythagoras theorem. So we have H is CA and P is BC and B is what? AB. Okay, my dear friend, so we can put these values in the above equation. So we have AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square. Okay, so this is our first equation. This is our what? Yes, this is our first equation. So now we have to prove the three Pythagoras trigonometric identities. Let's suppose, yes, first trigonometric identities. Okay, so what is the identity? So the identity is sin square A plus cos square A is equals to 1. We are taking theta as A. So now we have to prove this relation. Okay, how we can prove that? So now divide a square c both sides in equation 1. In equation 1, in this equation, we have to divide ac square. We have to divide ac square. So now after dividing, the equation will become, we have what? ac square is equals to ab square plus bc square. Okay, so ac square is equals to ab square plus bc square. Now if you divide by ac square both the sides, so here we get, so ac square upon ac square is 1. Okay, and this will be ab square upon ac square plus bc square upon ac square. Okay, so this will become 1 is equals to ab upon ac whole square plus bc upon ac whole square. Okay, now what is sine a? Now we know that sine a is what? Sine a is perpendicular upon hypotenuse, means perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So what is perpendicular? So in this case this is BC and hypotenuse is AC. So we can write here as sine A is BC upon AC. Okay, now what is cos A? So cos A is, here is in this angle. Cos A is, we know that this is base upon hypotenuse. What is? Yes, base upon hypotenuse. So base is BA and hypotenuse is AC. So here is, we can write as, means here is AB, BA, AB is same thing. Okay, AB upon AC. Okay, now put the value of sine A and cos A in this equation. Okay, so we get sine square A plus cos square A is equals to 1. This is our proof. Okay, so my dear friends, I hope you understand this thing. So now this is the proof of sine square A and plus cos square A is equals to 1. Okay, yes. So trigonometric identity. Okay, trigonometric identity is second. So what is the identity? So the identity is 1 plus tan square A is equals to sec square A. We have to prove this. Okay, so we have AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square, which is our first equation. Now in this equation we have to divide both sides, means in LHS and RHS both, by AB square. Okay, so AC square upon AB square is equals to, if we divide AB square upon AB square, then it will become 1 plus BC square upon AB square. Okay, now we know that what? That sec A is hypotenuse upon base. Okay, and what is hypotenuse in this equation? In this diagram, hypotenuse is AC and base is BA. So this will become AC upon AB. And what is tan A? Tan A is perpendicular upon base. So perpendicular is BC. This is small a. Okay, this is what? Small a. Perpendicular upon base. Base we have AB. Okay, now we are putting these values in this equation. So we get sec square A is equals to 1 plus tan square A, which is our required result, which is our required identities. Hence proof. Okay, so let's move on the third trigonometric identity. So what is third trigonometric identity? So the third identity is, we know that cosec square A is equals to 1 plus cot square A. Okay, now we have to prove this. Okay, so now we have AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square. Okay, now for this we have to divide both the side by BC square. Okay, so we get what? We get AC square upon BC square is equals to AB square upon BC square plus BC square upon BC square means 1. Okay, so now we know that what is cosec A. Cosec A is hypotenuse upon perpendicular. So we have hypotenuse is AC and perpendicular is BC. Okay, and we know that cot A is base upon perpendicular. So what is base? Base we have AB and perpendicular we have BC. Okay, so now we are putting the value of these ratios cos A and cot A in their respective places. So we get cosec square A is equals to cot square A plus 1. Hence proof. So my dear friends, I hope you understand these identities. Okay, so this is enough for today, and we will meet in the next lecture with the next topic. So thank you very much guys for listening me, and take care and goodbye.